It happened in just a few seconds, but it was enough to melt the internet. One tiny moment between Kate Middleton and Princess Charlotte at this year's Together at Christmas service had fans talking long after the carols ended, and almost nobody noticed what set that moment in motion. Kate arrived early, as she usually does, greeting volunteers, performers, and the guests she quietly uplifted through this event. Calm, poised, and glowing in deep green, she moved through Westminster Abbey like someone who knew exactly why she built this tradition in the first place. But then, something shifted. The doors opened again, and in walked Prince William with George, Charlotte, and little Louis. And that's when Charlotte spotted her mom. Her entire face lit up. A genuine, unfiltered smile. She rushed forward just a little, a moment of childhood slipping through all the royal polish. Kate leaned down, placed a gentle hand on her daughter's back, and guided her inside. A quiet gesture, but one that said everything. And that sweet exchange suddenly became the heart of the entire night. But this wasn't just a cute mother-daughter greeting. It carried a deeper meaning when you look closer. Fans immediately started reacting online. Some said Charlotte looked like she found her safe place. Others pointed out how much she's starting to mirror Kate's calm elegance. Rumors even floated around, claiming Charlotte is becoming a mini Princess of Wales, poised, observant, and increasingly confident. But to understand why this small moment hit so emotionally, you have to remember what this event truly represents for Kate. She launched Together at Christmas back in 2021. Not for show, not for headlines, but to honor the unsung heroes of the pandemic. The frontline workers, the volunteers, the ordinary people who held communities together during chaos. And she chose Westminster Abbey, the same sacred place where she and William were married in 2011, to symbolize unity, continuity, and gratitude. This year, the theme centered on love in all its forms. And that theme wasn't just spoken. It was woven into the night in ways most people didn't even notice. For the first time, the children played a quiet but meaningful role. Near the Christmas tree stood a long red paper chain wrapped around its branches. Look closely and you'd see names and handwritten messages, and among them were notes from George, Charlotte, and Louis themselves. A rare peek into the children's personal side, and a reminder that even in royal traditions, there's still childhood, innocence, and wonder. And if you think that was the only hidden detail, you'd be wrong. Because the family's outfits were sending signals of their own. This year the Waleses stepped out in coordinated colors, a subtle but powerful show of unity. George and Louis matched their father with navy suits and crisp white shirts, accented by subtle touches of green. Charlotte wore a navy dress with a classic white collar, the kind of timeless piece that echoes royal history. And Kate, the anchor of the night, appeared in a long green coat trimmed with soft fur, blending elegance with warmth. Fans online argued over whether the family intentionally dressed to mirror the Christmas theme or simply to project togetherness during a busy season. Either way, the message was clear. They arrived as a united front. But they weren't the only familiar faces in the Abbey that night. The guest list quietly turned the carol service into a mini royal gathering. Zara and Mike Tyndall walked in with their signature ease. Lord Frederick Windsor and actress Sophie Winkleman arrived with daughters Maud and Isabella. Lady Sarah Chatto, Princess Margaret's daughter, made a rare public appearance. And even Kate's entire family attended. Carol, Michael, James, and his wife Alizée. It was one of those rare evenings where royal branches blended naturally, without the stiff formality we usually expect. But even with so many recognizable names filling the room, one dynamic still stole the spotlight. Princess Charlotte. Every year, she becomes more poised, more expressive, more comfortable with the attention that follows her everywhere. Some viewers say she already has Kate's signature confidence, the gentle smile, the composed posture, the moment-to-moment awareness of cameras without seeming bothered by them. Others believe we're watching a new generation of royal leadership slowly forming. And whether or not that's true, one thing is undeniable. Charlotte isn't just growing up, she's stepping into herself. And that brings us back to that tiny moment at the entrance of Westminster Abbey. A smile, a touch, a look of recognition between mother and daughter. In a night filled with powerful themes, coordinated wardrobes, and star-studded royal guests, that single interaction carried the most warmth. It captured something simple, a child happy to see her mom, and a mom grounding her child in a world filled with tradition, duty, and expectation. So the real question is, did Charlotte just reveal the next royal star in the making? Or was this simply a sweet Christmas moment that reminded everyone that even behind royal titles, there's still a family that loves each other deeply? Tell me what you think in the comments, because this is one moment people won't forget anytime soon. And if you want more royal deep dives, make sure to subscribe. The next story might surprise you even more.